Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Greetings, fellas. My name is Fidel. People call me by many names: Fidel, Del, Castro, or the ancient Marjan Devourer. But I'm not here to introduce myself. I'm here to talk about one thing I got going for myself and one of my plans for the future. One of the interests that I have since I was a little teeny weeny kid is my interest for talking. Yes, I am a yapper. I like talking a lot. For most of the time, way too much. But I've always enjoyed talking. Why? Because it gets me to express how I feel about stuff, and so many other things. I'm obsessed with talking about niche topics that I love, such as dinosaurs, science, and even sometimes war vehicles, such as fighter jets and such. But as I began to grow, I realized that my passion for speaking could be used as an advantage to stand out from my peers. And as we all know, when it comes to expressing your deepest thoughts and desires, having a great communication skill is key to doing so. Though I could say that I'm still very far from being considered a professional in that field. I have partaken in many formal occasions before, such as events, competitions, and so much more. Well, where did it all start? I could probably trace it all back when I first understand quote-unquote English. From the very start of my life, my mom has been speaking to me using English. So yeah, first she introduces me to Indonesian because of course we live in Indonesian and we live in Indonesia and we need to master that language in order to communicate with the locals. But I don't think it's even a year later after she introduced me to Indonesia, aka me just starting to be able to speak, I got introduced to English. She wouldn't do like advanced professional level of interactions. Of course, I'm still like a 3-year-old kid slash baby. I'm still a baby back then, but she introduces me to Western movies, gave me Western books that use English, and she speaks to me occasionally with English. That is why I consider English to be my second native language. And that covers the beginning of my love for English. Well, now we're gonna explore how I got into public speaking in the first place. I think it was back in elementary school. Yeah, I was like a 3rd grader in elementary school, and there was a competition. It's not English. It's a Sundanese competition, storytelling competition to be exact. I still remembered playing the role of an old man with, I don't know, this old man carries around a big wagon, which is very heavy, and the old man can't walk well. So I couldn't exactly say on my final presentation that I speak the most fluent out of all the other competitors, but I can say that mine is probably more likely than 90% of them because I just threw all of my training away and just said, okay, I'm not playing a character, I'm playing myself. I'm playing myself in the situation that this character faced. And so it looks natural, and as you guys could probably expect, I'm very expressive because I don't know, I got some problems up here or something, but well, it works out for my side. I won 3rd place. It's citywide competition. And then after that, there was the big and long break, my hiatus to doing competitions. I was severely bullied by everyone, so I got no more will to do anything. But I did try to join some competitions, but it was way too late in the end of ninth grade. I won none of them, but I'm happy. Why? Because those competitions introduced me to lifelong friends that are now gone. So not really lifelong friends anymore. But now, as I went to SMA Pesat School of Talent, I found a more supportive environment, and I became it became easier for me to interact with others, gain support from them, and uh, partake in more competitions. As I did like a few weeks ago, I don't know if that was a month ago or a few weeks ago, but although I didn't end up winning, I found out that hey, there are people that will stay with me no matter what happens, and that's good. I'm happy to know that. Well, why am I so focused in doing public speaking, you might ask? Well, first of all, I get to talk a lot, which is a plus for me because, as you know, I'm loud. I like to talk. But another one is something that most people nowadays call dumb. I call myself dumb for still believing and clinging to this naive hope that being that my voice could be one of the lights in the darkness. I can guide people in states of in a worrisome state and guide them towards a better part of their life. I want to shed some light in problems that needed more attention. Well, I guess I have talked for way too long in front of you. I hope you guys didn't get bored of me yapping. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.